Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing well. Thank you to those of you who've left some lovely comments recently, in particular about this new upcoming deck. You'll see here Wild Earth Tarot. I'm really glad you've enjoyed these cards as much as I do. If you'd like to see all of the deck, by the way, in a walkthrough and review, then I've done one here on my channel, so check that out if you're interested. They're beautiful cards. Because of the theme of nature in them, I've been pairing them recently with different decks just to sort of see what they're like, and so far it's worked with all of the decks. But for this reading I've selected Spirit of the Animals Oracle and Enchanted Earth Oracle. So that's another Rockpool deck, by the way. I've done a review for that one if you'd like to see that as well. It's actually my favourite Oracle deck. So when I saw it today among my boxes, I thought, let's try that one. So let's see how this goes. I'm kind of quite enjoying this actually, pairing a new deck with Oracle decks that I've got. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. It may or may not resonate, it may resonate in the future. That's the thing, it may not be about now, it could be about the past as well. For example, because you're all on different timelines. So just wanted to put that out there. I was really guided to this spirit animal deck because I'm really getting the energy of the butterfly at the moment. I've been seeing a lot of butterflies actually, flying by, coming up to my window sometimes, flying above me in the street. And I always get a sense of freedom with butterflies and obviously transformation. So if you see butterflies, could be the same sign for you, but take what resonates, obviously, in that respect. But I'm just going to see what we get as the main sort of messages that come through as a tarot. So this could be guidance, reflection. Could be guidance in this reading actually. So we're going to take these 4 cards to begin with. So that's quite interesting. We've got 2 swords cards and 2 coins cards here, and also 2 twos in the middle. You might be seeing repeated numbers a lot. 22, 222, other combinations like that, and that could be a sign for you in terms of that number. Can be about spiritual awakening as well when you start to see those sort of numbers. So just wanted to put that out there. But 2 can be about a few things, can be about partnership, decisions. I'm really getting decisions with these 2 in the middle, and that kind of links to the last reading. In fact, this card came out, you might remember it, with the same deck, and I said about, crossroads energy. Which path do you take? Do you follow your heart, or do you stay in an energy of fear and loss? And this card next to it, the 8 of Swords, can show a bit of a block. See how this bee here is being blocked by all these swords. It's really interesting how we're seeing that in the image. But that block could be a divine detour to make you go within, so have a time of introspection, for example. So in the process, some people could be a little bit unstable in their energy, also focused on lack, scarcity, the 5 of coins. I'm really getting that, those 2 cards either side. There's a decision for some, but there's maybe some blockages, a negative way of thinking, scarcity mindset, as I said. Well, I'm actually getting anxiety now. Coming through a channel, you might hear it in my voice. And that's fear that's getting in the way of decisions, I feel, for some people. So take time to just sort of ground yourself. Use this energy to your advantage. The silence and introspection that I'm feeling with that card there. So, as I said with this one, it's about finding balance, being flexible. I always get like the yin-yang, which we're kind of seeing there. The flow of energy, making sure your energy flows. So there could be some blockages for some in the collective in chakras, energy centre, which comes out quite a lot in readings actually. Now, the bottom of the deck, we've got Queen of Cups, Nine of Coins, Page of Wands, the Emperor, Six of Cups, okay, and the Wheel of Fortune. So from all of these, reading them all as an energy, I'm getting a shift, first of all, with the Wheel of Fortune. A lot of introspection. So the Six of Cups links with the Eight of Swords there, I feel. Nostalgia, thinking of the past, thinking about maybe things that went wrong, but learning from that. If you think about the past, do you have an energy of lack of what you lost? Or do you look at it as, what did I learn from that? What could I do to improve my next venture, for example? And we've got the Page of Wands here. I'm really getting like a creative energy, wanting to start again for some people and take action. For some people, this is about choosing solitude, being single, releasing something, whether it's a job, things from the past that you're holding on to emotionally, and that will create a shift and balance. Oh, my favourite card, Six of Coins, about reciprocation. So it's all about finding that balance, isn't it, within. And I am just being guided to... It's interesting when we look at imagery and cards and put them together. This Emperor, it's so interesting, isn't it, that he's looking at that Queen of Cups. So she's a loving energy, in touch with her emotions. He or she, it's no gender. Her cup is overflowing. She's waiting for her infinite love with the swan. That can be a sign of that. And for some, there is someone on the way for you. So this is linking to... Sorry everyone, my camera just cut out. This is linking to like my last few readings. About someone thinking about you, potentially. Thinking about their next move. It could also be someone who's thinking about just... See how free this energy is, kind of like the butterfly that I said about the beginning. That's the energy I'm getting, creative, free energy for some people. Now, speaking of the butterfly, I'm really intrigued to pull an animal card from this deck, Spirit of the Animals. We've got bees. There's a bee in that one, wow. So in this deck, swords have bees, but there's also a bee in this coins card, and a snake. A snake is about shedding the old beliefs, decluttering, connections, whatever it might be, for you, for example. But yeah, let's see what we get. These cards. Now, these are rather large cards, as you can see, compared to this one. They're really quite big. but I'm just going to see if I get one that falls out or sticks out. Yeah, that one wants to come out. And that's beautiful. We got dolphin. Oh, I love dolphins. How about you? A very playful energy. See, it says play. On there it says swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom, go with the flow. Yeah, that's really good advice actually, isn't it? And guidance for anyone who is feeling blocked and has a decision to make. It could be head over heart. Maybe it's time to just let go of that for a bit. You know, even if you've got financial worries for some of you, try and let go. Breathe, release that anxiety. Do something that helps you release it in a healthy way. Yeah, exhale the fear. That's so interesting. We've got the word fear, and that was what I said before in terms of the decision. Well, I really love that as our animal that's come through, the dolphin. I've just pulled out the book for a few other messages. If dolphin is your totem, you can be sure that a deeper reality awaits you. Dolphin helps you dive into hidden secrets and will teach you the sacred breath of life. Dolphins are messengers from spirit, and if you listen, they will bring you guidance, healing, and opportunities. So maybe you feel very connected to dolphins. Maybe you've swum with dolphins, or you've got, some of you have a picture of dolphins, or some sort of jewellery. I'm getting like a bracelet or something. Okay, I'm getting emotions as I say this. So for some of you it could be something, this could be bringing up memories for you. Yeah, an item. Okay, excuse me everyone, yeah, I'm channeling this. By the way, this is what happens doing readings. For someone or a few of you, there's an item you have with dolphin. I'm seeing it, it's like a charm. It's on a bracelet or earrings. And this item was given to you by someone who meant a lot to you. So when you hold it, you get quite emotional. I'm getting, so that's for some of you out there, won't be for all of you. Okay, so we're getting that energy lighting up with dolphin. Love that. I'm just being guided to zoom in so that hopefully you can see the cards a bit better because they're so beautiful. And just to sort of recap the spirit animals, so we've got bees a lot. Bees are a sign of collaboration and teamwork. Sweet results ahead. That's what I'm suddenly hearing with this one. At a crossroads. But that bee is your sign that you've got some sweetness ahead, something beautiful. The snake could be your sign to release the old, shed your skin, shed the old you, old beliefs that could be around scarcity. You know, in terms of this decision, maybe your mind is saying, you can't do that, it's not worked in the past, or it will never work. Yeah, I'm getting emotions and anxiety as I say this. So that's fear, by the way, that's overpowering that decision. Now obviously you all have free will, it's your choice, I'm just guiding you in this reading, by the way, so take what resonates. But this, yeah, the snake is guiding you to release that. Where has that sort of mentality come from? Is that something you want to reflect on? Is that what causes blockages for you in your life? For example, things don't work out, you feel stuck. Could be the mind overpowering, so you miss out on opportunities. That's what I'm hearing. Wow, we're getting a lot with the snake. And And then we've had the swan, which is a sign of grace, being graceful in your behaviour with others, loving with yourself and others, a sign of infinite love as well. And then obviously the beautiful dolphin, a sign of being playful mainly, and also again teamwork, collaboration. So it's coming out with a bee and dolphins quite a lot. And also we've got 3 dolphins, 3 bees. I'm getting spirit, because that one, like spiritual connections, your soul family. You could be magnetising them, I'm hearing, into your life, drawing them in. By being in this energy, you will, by the way, if you're just focused on having fun, no matter what your circumstances are, try to keep your vibration high, like a dolphin, and have fun. So these could be your spirit animals, obviously. If so, that could be a sign for you, but not necessarily. It could be animals that or insects you keep seeing as well at the moment, as I said for me, about butterflies. Now let's see what we get with this other beautiful deck, the Enchanted Earth Oracle. I haven't used this one for a while, actually. Okay, so I've just adjusted the camera again for a little bit. So we've got 2 that came out. We got Inspired and Divine Timing. Oh, I love it. So if you're wondering about timing, it's divine timing. It's divine timing. People sometimes wonder what that means. It's just when the energies are aligned. So that links with the 2 of Pentacles. When you have aligned and you're ready, things will just fall into place for you. And then, as I said about soul connections, they'll just come into your life as well, quite naturally. Now we've got birds in this card, a sign of freedom, creativity, communication. The keywords are inspiration, breakthrough, creativity. So I'm really feeling the message here is when you are in this playful energy, free, like the birds, maybe you've released things, that's when you might have a breakthrough, feel very creative, want to do something new. And that does link with the Page of Wands, very creative energy that we had there. It's number 11 as well, which is about trusting like your psychic abilities, spiritual connections. I'm getting, you might be seeing 1111 as well, sign of awakening. And with divine timing, we've got timing, trust, success. Yeah, so trust that things will fall into place at the right time. It's not like on your timing. And also, if you're really focused on it all the time, almost like trying to force that door open, then it might take a while. We've got a dove there. Okay, so we've got birds in both. A dove is a sign of peace, hope. Maybe forgiveness. That could be what the releasing is about. Forgiving, letting go. We've got a fox as well. Foxes are adaptable. They're clever as well. So it could be about being adaptable in your situation, in terms of this breakthrough, changing the way you think of things, I feel is really coming through in this reading. Trusting and you'll achieve success. We've also got at the bottom of the deck, adventure. So there could be a new adventure that lies ahead. For some of you, you might have experienced obstacles and challenges, but you can do it. Now it's interesting, we've got the word memories and present moment. I'm really being guided to those because earlier I was saying about memories, nostalgia, I think, was it here? Yeah, Six of Cups, and we had a swan there as well. Yeah, so memories that could be coming up for some people at the moment, that's what I'm feeling, that could be causing anxiety, could be things that are coming up for a reason that you need to heal and release. And your guidance is to stay in the present moment. I think I said that before, yeah, about breathing. We also had, didn't we, exhale fear. Yeah, inhale confidence, exhale fear. I like that. If you find you're getting anxious, thinking about something, your guidance really is, present moment. Come back to the present moment. Do things to help you realise you're in the present moment, if that makes sense. You know, if you've really wandered a lot to the past, because that could be happening for some, if you've experienced trauma, for example, you might find, really feeling that with this one actually, this is what some people are experiencing. You're like stuck in that energy of the past, and these swords here are what's creating the block from you moving forward, because you're stuck in a past energy, reliving memories, intrusive thoughts, and really feeling with that. So there are things you can do, you know, look them up online in terms of being in the present moment, but there is meditation as one thing that you could try guided meditation. I do them actually on my Patreon, by the way. And also spiritual guidance, if any of you are interested in extra stuff from me, then do check that out. The link is in the description. Now, I'm also noticing here, I didn't show you the bottom of this deck, but we had the fox. Wow, love it. So, once again, we've got the synchronicity with 2 foxes there and 1 fox here. So I've been conscious recently of using screenshots from my recent readings. You might have seen that because we've had synchronicities like this one. So that's why I've just tried to sort of zoom in, and we might be able to use this as a thumbnail as well, who knows. But I love the fact that we've got the fox that's come through in particular. So a sign to trust in divine timing, be clever like the fox as well. The message here is you are swift and smart, solutions to problems are easily found, always listen to your instincts, resources surround you, and be open to romance. Yeah, because we've got a connection here coming through, haven't we? So that's linking to my last readings as well. And this connection could materialise in divine timing. For some of you who are focused on, is love on the way, for example, just let things happen in divine timing, trust. With the dove there, I really feel like things are being orchestrated by the divine. The dove, you might see a dove, so which is a very spiritual sign. And this could also be soul family. As I said before, with the dolphins that came through there as well. Oh, beautiful nature that's come through in these cards. I think they've paired really well. I really hope you've enjoyed this one as well. I'm kind of quite enjoying this, trying out different decks, and they all seem to have worked actually with this beautiful new tarot deck. Now the fox is also very loyal to its mate, like the swan. So that's the energy I'm also getting here. That could be, an energy that comes into your life. For example, you're also very intuitive if the fox is your spirit animal. So listen to your intuition. Listen to that inner voice. Basically, don't let others control you, I'm hearing. because I'm getting that for some of you. Maybe you feel or you have felt controlled, and that could be a result of your present thinking as well. It's like an internal voice for some of you. The fox is creative, so be creative and playful, I think, are the main energies with these two cards here, dolphin and fox. I'm just getting these images of the foxes here in the UK. If you're in the UK, you'll know. They are clever because they can get bins open, the food bins that we have. They know how to get them open. Obviously they roam at night, so you don't see them, but in the morning you see everything strewn everywhere across the road. I've seen that before, food items, and it's foxes. So it's interesting, I'm just seeing that image in my mind's eye. So I'm going to leave that there, everyone. I really hope you've enjoyed this reading and these cards. As I said, I think they've paired really beautifully, 3 different decks here today. Hope you've got something from this reading. If you did, please do share in the comments if you'd like. I do like to hear if readings have resonated. Thank you to those of you who do share your feelings, or if readings resonate, for example, and your lovely supportive comments. It really does mean a lot. Thank you so much. So on that note, we'll leave it there with the energy of the fox and dolphin coming through in particular. I hope it may inspire you for your day or your week ahead. Thank you so much for watching. Sending peace, love and light to you all.